In this video, I'm going to cover a way you can filter tasks to only show those with specific characters or words in their name. It's not immediately obvious that Microsoft Project supports this feature, and it requires some setup. Say you're programming a block of apartments and you only want to see works related to electrical services to change their resources. Or say you only want to view the location or details of a specific task and you know some of the words that are in its name. Filtering by characters or words in a task name can reduce the amount of scrolling you'd otherwise have to do when dealing with large programs. You're also less likely to miss a task by accidentally scrolling past it. Okay, here's how you apply this kind of filter as quickly as possible. Go to the task name header and left-click on the small arrow in the lower right corner. In the drop-down, hover over Filters. At the bottom of this drop-down, select Custom. This brings up the Custom Auto Filter dialog. This is a simplified filter creation menu as it already knows we're filtering on the name field. This is because we went through the filter menus directly on the task name header. Bear in mind that task name and name mean the same thing here. This drop-down over here shows the options that you can apply as part of the filter. By default, you'll see the test is equals. We want to change this to contains. Say again, we're just looking for tasks related to electrical services. You could enter the word electrical here. Depending on whether you built the program yourself or simply the way that tasks have been named, a better idea would be to only include the letters ELEC to have a greater confidence in catching all the relevant tasks. ELEC will pick up tasks with names containing electrics, electrician, or electricity, as well as electrical. Clicking OK will apply the filter. You can see here where I've entered ELEC as the filter term, the filter has picked up these additional tasks as well, as mentioned before. A shortcut to clear all your applied filters quickly is to press the F3 key. If you're using a laptop, you likely need to hold down the Function or Fn key followed by the F3 key for the shortcut to work. You can also clear all filters via the View tab. On the Filter drop-down under the Data group, there's the Clear Filter option. As mentioned earlier, you can also filter this way to find a unique task that is hiding like a needle in a haystack. For example, I know that somewhere in here there's a task that has a unique window code. Going back through the task name header and into the custom auto filtered dialog, switch the test again to contains. I enter the window code I'm looking for and click OK. And there we go. A common mistake we encounter when trying to filter for tasks in this way is leaving the filter test as the default equals rather than contains. If you do leave this as equals, Project will only give you tasks named exactly the characters or words you gave. So if we had the window code W5.02.01 in here, only tasks with the exact name W5.02.01 would show up. Chances are you won't have anything named this way, so you'd likely see no tasks at all after applying the filter. Just something to look out for. If you can see yourself using them often, we'd recommend saving your filters so that you can apply them from a drop-down and avoid having to manually create them each time. If you'd like guidance on saving your filters, we've created a dedicated video which gives a breakdown of how to do it. A more advanced application of this type of filter would be to use the contains filter on fields other than the task name. You could use custom fields with comma-separated tags or terms that relate to the sections of work that you want to zoom in on. You could then use a contains filter on that custom field to show all tasks tagged with a specific term. With all that said, that's it for this one. Any questions or queries, send us a message at justask@menlo-academy.com and we'll get back to you as soon as possible with support. See you in the next one.